100% a Splatoon stream. We are moving in. We got Rainmaker, Sapper Canal. I think might be the wrong maps, depending if they play it out, then they play it out.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they're playing it out.
Let's see who gets the pop. Agent. Oh my goodness, that was a quick Ray.
Okay, pick on Rui. Rui was able to back up.
Does get a little bit of information with that Ray. Unfortunately, losing a teammate in the process.
Oh, how about Grape holding forward with the dually rule, getting 2-3 taps? How's that NPU working in his favor right there? Shadow. What?
Oh, streamer mode. Streamer mode. Oh my goodness. What time is it?
It's lag time.
Yep. Gotta love a little bit of that. Definitely didn't actually happen in game. Streamer mode, just for everyone to know before you start freaking out and going at them on Twitter. That streamer mode does have some extra lag that it adds. Just out of nowhere.
It makes for some incredibly hilarious moments. That may have been just another one of them. Like streamer mode, if you stay onto a spec and they end up starting to lose sending packets, or they just have like a throttle bandwidth, like a bandwidth throttle, then they start teleporting all over the place, and things like that can happen. Now, the Rainmaker's always been a little bit janky, and especially that particular ramp right there has been a little bit janky, but I don't think it would have ended up mattering if it was actually like a teleport that happened in game, because Miss Toler, getting back to the gameplay here, Miss Toler had completely wiped him and pushed forward on that push.
It was a style points lag. We're just gonna put that out there.
Oh, well, Agent, who was the backline here, is actually saying that it's supposed to be round 4, and I think they ended up playing it out. So I don't think they're gonna end up counting that game. I think they ended up going with the wrong maps anyway. So interesting moment. Yeah. We are gonna go.
We'll see what that has to bring. But anyway, we will be restarting. That is a little host error.
That's okay.
That's okay. We have those. We're human. We don't have robots doing these.
Oh, we do have K-bot, but not robots.
No. Yeah. But K-bot is definitely not a robot. But anyway, we will. What maps will we be seeing? I wonder. But hopefully, I do hope that Murakumo will. Am I saying that right?
Murakumo. Murakumo.
Okay. I'm always gonna have. If I want to be a good commentator, I need to get better with names.
I mean, this one's a mouthful. I don't blame you.
All right. But anyway, we will need to see them have a little bit of a stronger hold at the beginning. Maybe they were thinking, "Oh, this is the wrong map. Are we actually playing this out?" kind of a thing. But they had a little bit of did look a little shaky at the start.
Yeah, Murakumo had a really good opportunity to get a pick with that early Ray. Agent wasn't only able to get 8 ticks out of like the 11 or so that you need with that Stingray behind a wall. And then once Shadow had just pushed in, I think it was actually Grape. I don't remember. I always view them as a pair whenever I see them play. Like they go hand in hand. Whoever that CDS was got like such a quick pair of kills. It completely opened the path for the rest of the team to come in, win their fights, and paint up the whole path. So if that's going to be the story of this set, then Murakumo has a huge wall to climb here.
Yeah.
All right.
We should be getting in the game. The actual game 1 now.
TC Wahoo.
Ooh, TC Wahoo.
We got some big maps here. So we got TC Wahoo, Game 2, Zones Piranha, and if we get to Game 3, it'll be Rainmaker Mako going for a little bit of a smaller map. But these are 3 of my favorite modes here. Like for every single mode, these are my favorite maps, I'd say. I do have
to say, Tower Control on Wahoo is quite a fun map. I feel like there's some weapons that aren't usually as useful on like overall, that can do kind of well on it. Like Rapids aren't the most popular weapon that they see definitely some usage on Wahoo tower control, and every so often you see a Dynamo come out, but I don't think either of those teams will see that. But yeah. custom jet from Agent, I wouldn't be shocked to see that again, especially on tower control Wahoo.
That should come out again, but with tower control Wahoo, like playing jet positioning is like everything, because you don't want to be in that line of sight of the charger. Like you have to be extremely mindful of like, where's that charger? Is he looking at me? Is he going to shoot me immediately? Because it's always a threat you have to be aware of when you're playing a shorter range backline against a thing like a scope or an E-leader.
Just any backliner, even if you outrange it, you have to watch out to be out of sight line from any of your opponent's range. It's kind of one of the things that, if you want to be a better backliner, you need to keep that in consideration at all times.
Oh yeah. I'm curious to see if we're going to see Shadow on the Brella or the Zap here. I know Shadow was a Tent and Brella player before the armor meta became like something that everyone felt responsible to run. Like you had to have an armor weapon on your team, which is a little bit frustrating when we saw so much more colorful and dynamic compositions when people aren't running armors. So I'm curious to see if Shadow's going to go ahead and go with the Brella on TC, or if they're going to go ahead and stick with the or go with an armor weapon instead. It's always just something I'm curious about.
Yeah, anyway, we will be getting into this game. So let's see if we can what we have here. Rui on that sniper. That's a scary charger player.
All right, so you got Miss Toler opting for a much more ranged comp. The shortest range you have is Shadow on the Zap, who's going for that early armor. Agent going for that early Ray yet again. Kind of gave away his game plan in that game, in that practice game, per se. No picks coming out on either side. Both teams really respecting each other. You got Rui already ready with the counter Ray, but the armor comes out and Eclipse goes down. Cherry in that corner with the Nautilus down gets a hair and forces Rocket to drop. So Miss Toler will get the first push here.
Definitely, the Agent's Ray got hard countered by that armor pop. So we'll see if that engagement comes out later on in the map. Agent's just trying to get an angle to get this Cherry off this tower. Cherry's able to clean out the rest of the members, forcing him to do that jump out.
Yeah, well, Agent does have the 120-point Ray, it feels like. Rui gets the counter Ray, not able to punish, but, able to stop any damage from happening, not before Shadow goes down. So a lot of trades going on here. Eclipse on that K-shot also goes down. It's a 3v2 situation in favor of Mrs. Toler. 3v3 situation. That's catch that? Be a white.
Oh. Now that was a good double kill right there. Double and going down, double trade. You always take those.
Oh, we do take those, as one would say in the esports community. Trying to clear this second checkpoint. Shadow doing a decent enough job of staying alive, but there's just too many people on Murakumo, just hounding that tower. So Miss Toler's push is going to end as, maybe not going to end, as 2 go down on the side of Murakumo there.
Yeah. Cherrywood is not just trying to look for some space to get in. It's a very dangerous weapon. When you're walking around a corner and you face a Knot who's got a full charge, oh, that's scary. He's trying to hold on that macaroni. I don't know. People call it Albo. I like macaroni. It's cool.
Oh no, I see it. Yeah, because it's got that It's got that little hook noodle thing.
Oh yeah. It also make people hungry.
Yeah. Now I want macaroni. Well, 2 go down on the side of Miss Toler. They're pushing to 16, but Murakumo does get on the tower. If they can clear out Shadow here with that end tap in the corner and stop the jumps from coming in, if they can punish those, not able to punish anything. So Murakumo just has this really tough problem of trying to get Miss Toler out of their spawn.
Oh, they are having a huge problem. Agent does get a Ray kill, but does get taken down with something inside of their spawn. Rocket has to watch out. He does not have the ink armor advantage in this, nor does he even have the health advantage. He's trying to go for this 2v2.
Yeah, it's at this point Rocket, like, with how Cherry's just trolling that platform, and Eclipse, or what's his name, Shadow and Grape are just everywhere. There's a 3-down situation, and you got Agent stuck in the Ray, not able to get any picks, as the CDS is going to go ahead and chase them down, get that pick as well. They can't clear and reset to mid because Toler's just so relentless with their attacking now.
This Toler's got this good Ink Armor Inkjet combo, a classic combo coming out in Splatoon 2. Cherry not able to find too much. Does get some assists from right. They're just keeping them in their spawn. Murakumo can't even get out of their spawn.
Yeah, at that point, you don't really have to hit any shots with the rain. Like, it would be nice, obviously, but you just have to push them back. With the rain, you get an easy double kill, maybe a triple kill.
Oh, Cherry! Unfortunately, has to go down. Shadow is just gonna hold his tower. Can Agent do anything? Agent forces them off with a custom jet at close range.
Oh, but
those lose to their teammates.
Yeah, Eclipsing Cat and get hit as well. Agent's kind of alone, has to jump out. Does he get the jump out? Not enough to stay.
Had Ray, and the checkpoint was also there. That was that would have been a huge play. But that Ray is almost charged again. What does that matter? They'll probably be able to stop this checkpoint now.
Well, a minute left. Cherry's in the spawn. Eclipse calls him out and is able to get a pick there. That's good on Eclipse. Eclipse
just trying to paint up, trying to get their team back in the mid. Has to watch out though. Grape on these dualies are just slaying out. Grape, stop! Grape has 17k right now. Make that 18k.
I can't believe you've been counting that. That's amazing.
No, you could see it on the top of the scoreboard. Beside the 30-second timer. Oh, rip. Grape finally gets shut down. The little numbers.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even see that. That's amazing.
Yeah. Grape is just, you can see who's slaying. And you can see that Ruri is also absolutely fragging out with the team with a nice 0k. Make that a 1k now. First kill or assist coming in the last 18 seconds.
Oh, you didn't have to call him out like that.
Ruri's a good sniper. They know they're a good sniper. Let's not count that one out.
All right, so shout out Grape with the 21 and 5 here.
5 is the specials.
Oh yeah, 5 is the specials, but yeah.
Oh wow, that was Miss Toler they're just taking that one. Morakori just that was a hard game for them.
Well, has that always been? Yeah, it's hard. Well, shout out to Rue. It's hard to get picks when your CDS, your Zap, and your Nautilus are just rushing into people's faces, and you don't really have to do anything. Those Rays were 100% helping with the pressure, though, especially since that Agent was pumping out so many Rays of their own.
But yeah, Rui, like, you can't, if there's nothing to snipe, then you can't snipe on anything.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Has the KAs always been at the top of spectator mode?
No, in Splatoon, at the beginning of Splatoon 2, they did not have that. It came, I want to say, right around Clamblitz time.
Okay.
It hasn't always been there, but it's been there. It has been there for more than half of Splatoon's life.
I was today years old when I learned that, and I have owned this game for 3 years. I feel like a clown because I had no clue that was a thing. I thought this was like endgame.
Only on spectator. It only counts on spectator. You have to be in spectator mode though for that to be on. In a PB. So that's the enemy teams can't see that. If you play the game, you might know that. But yeah, that's yeah. Is this? Oh, this is game 2. I thought this was game 3.
No, because the first one didn't count. Remember?
Oh yeah, that didn't count.
So Eclipse opting to go for the Neo Splash-O-Matic over the one of the shots. Both teams not really changing. Actually, no. Agent on the Fire Fin going to battle with Rui on his own Fire Fin as well.
Mm-hmm. And Rui able to get a snipe. That was good. And that's a huge snipe, showing, hey, I can also slay out on my team. I don't need to slay out. My team still wins. But you know what? We'll see. If Miss Toler gets too ahead of themselves, that's when, if they start underestimating their opponents, this is when things can go really bad. Yeah,
and if you, well, they don't have an inkjet, but if Cherry does get that inkjet and gets onto the pick on that left call out of where Shadow is, that we call that the steps, and if they're able to get an inkjet onto that steps and get a pick, then that's pretty much like the entire game. The inkjet is ready, not out yet. I think she is waiting for the armor coming out, and there it is. You got the armor and the inkjet ready.
Ooh, that was good play by Eclipse and Cat, able to clean up some numbers. Has to watch out. Bruce with these snipes. Cherry's going in. Cherry's going in.
That was a 1v3, by the way, completely. It's interesting how the inkjet, like, I completely relate because my inkjet has
that was a piercing shot. Agent coming up clutch for their team. they're able to get back in and get zones for this.
Oh, but Rui says, no. You're not the only charger. And Rui doesn't actually have all of his abilities available, which I don't know the reason for that here.
Rui trolling? Question mark? Really? Oh, the suction bomb sat on the conveyor belt and rode the conveyor belt all the way to Rui. Oh my goodness! What a play!
That is some five-head gaming right there. Cherry getting into a really fantastic spot here. Maybe able to get some picks. Cherry's, what I've noticed is the Inkjet could it's a hard special and not the easiest to get good at, but Cherry's expertise with the main weapon is just really getting, they're giving Murakumo a free clinic right now.
That spacing, Cherry's spacing on that knot in those moments was absolutely amazing. Cherry is definitely just popping off for their team right now.
Yeah, especially shout out that 1v3 where Murakumo failed to punish the Inkjet. The shark comes out. Oh,
okay. Feeling a little bit too confident there.
And why wouldn't she? She's been fragging out this entire game.
Yes. She's been. That's a name, Cherry. That's a name I'm going to be remembering coming for future tournaments. Oof.
All right. Well, Murakumo does get the recap, so they will try and put some pressure of their own as well. Eclipse with that splash able to paint extremely quickly and charging yet another bomb rush. Maybe they'll be able to get another cheese kill, or not a cheese kill, a really important kill. They do on Shadow, but Grape is there to punish and gets a 3-down situation on Murakumo. So Toler will get back control.
Yeah. The bomb rush just charges so quick on the splash. It's gaining more popularity. As the days go on in Splatoon 2, but originally it did not have much popularity. But it should on spot zones.
And one thing
that helping you clean out.
Yeah, good. One thing I'd like to point out about Splash is that I don't know if a lot of people run this, but it also gets the MPU bonus where you can get a pseudo 3-shot if you run 2 mains and 4 subs of MPU on it.
Ooh, that's something I didn't really think about.
Yeah, a lot of people, because there's so many good sets you can run with Splash. You can run Mobility, you can run Special Charge, because it has such a hefty special count, and it can get it so quickly that they needed to nerf it, especially after Ryu Kugel got 2950, I think, in zones with that thing.
Yeah. Oh, Agent, that was a nice shot, but unfortunately, you can't take too many of them down with just one shot, even though he did.
He did take 2 of them down with 1 shot, absolutely. On the side of Miss Toler, Agent seems to be doing a really good job. So does Eclipse, but they're not able to get much from their CDS, unfortunately. Shadow spitting out some bullets there. I don't know if that was spectator mode compensating, but yeah, they're 26 away from the KO here, and therefore the set.
Cherry, that's a very... Oh, Cherry gets the... What?
No way.
That got away with murder.
Just jumping in and then getting a partial charge. There's just one person left. They can't do anything to protect the zone. That's going to be the game.
Oh, not quite yet. Not will. There we go. Just a little second flash, but wow, this Toler coming out. That was a very strong set. That was oof.
Yeah, shout outs to Miss Toler and Grape with the CDS and Nautilus hybrid synergy there. And you got, you got Shadow topping the charts. Turns out Cherry did not actually top frag, despite we seeing all of their we saw a lot of their kills on stream here.
Oh yeah.